Better. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is your girl Twix, and I have Jazzy on the stream as well. And today we are talking about our fellow Texans that stormed the Capitol, and particularly we're talking about the Texas Gens that you see here on the camera. So these two gens, and I call them Texas Gens because both of their prefix in their name start with Jen. So we have Jenny Cudd on the left, and we have Jenna Ryan on the right. So both of them got arrested, and
Yes, yes.
both of them are out now.
What?
That fast. Okay, so we're gonna break down both of them because both of them have said, and well, two things that has happened would not happen to the regular citizen. Um, I just let me just get into it before I break it down. Okay, so let's start with our girl Jenny Cudd. Okay, she's from Odessa, Texas, and she has a flower. She's a flower shop owner, and she's always been vocal about she's very like into Trump. She loves Trump. She's a fan of Trump. She also believes in no mask, and she has a big sign on her door that says "No mask allowed" or something like that, similar. But I know she's very anti-mask, and she doesn't believe in COVID that much, so
Right.
it's just ridiculous. So she bragged on a post. I think she was one of the idiots that that was drunk off of Trump Kool-Aid that put themselves on live streams showing them committing criminal acts. So
Mm-hmm.
she was one of them. So after she
Mm-hmm.
came out of the Capitol, she made a live stream saying that they got in, they didn't vandalize anything, but they did break down Nancy Pelosi's door.
That's
Last time
it.
and she said it. That's what she said. We didn't. This is her words. It was
Girl,
all in the same sentence. So obviously, it's too much sand in Odessa because it's getting into the
girl,
brain.
I always say,
She was tripping.
I
So
always say, I always say this. They have people with PhDs, degrees, doctorates, and still don't know how to read a phone bill. So if she don't understand that and she got all these degrees, yeah.
something is really wrong with this lady. So she's now free on a Karen bond. So you ever heard of a Karen bond?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so over the last 2020 highlighted so many Karens for us in the world. They even have a YouTube channel called Karens in the Wild, and they
Hmm.
have great ones. They have so many Karen YouTubes out there, YouTubers. So if you're not sure what a Karen is, I think it would be great for you to do a little research and go look up Karens in the Wild or Karens doing things. Then you will have a better understanding when I say and what I call this type of bond Karen and why I call it Karen a Karen bond. So she was given a Karen bond, and it's legally known as a PR bond, a person recognitive bond, meaning um, you basically tell the judge you will be back, and he set the bond up at $5,000. But this the cake. Jenny did not have to uh, pay a dime.
What?
She didn't have to pay a dime. And it's with this bond, you don't go through bail's bonds and like, most people, you don't have to go through those. You just do it. To me, after I read what it was, it's more like an honor, like your honor. I, like have what you call it? Like I trust that you would come back. Like the judge basically saying, you will come back. I trust you look like you'll come back, so you can leave, but you better be back here.
Oh, she must left on. Okay, so basically, it was what they call it, overcrowded, where she could sign
No,
herself off.
no, 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 no. It's called a PR bond, and they basically let her out. She did not have to go. Most bond companies, you go through a bail bondsman and you have to
Mhm.
pay 10%. She did not have to pay anything, nor did she have to go through a bail bondsman. So my question is, like, did the judge get flowers from her or something? Like,
Girl,
where they do that at?
baby, this is not no surprising. Yeah, half
That's
of
why I call it
half
a Karen bond.
right. This is no surprising. Half of the people that was out there was judges, judge, family to judges or police officers, and like I said, the FBI just figuring that out for some reason. But this has been going on since the beginning of time. This is nothing new.
It's ridiculous. So if I go to jail, get arrested, I want to ask for the PR bond that Jenny received. I want
And
the
you're not
Karen
gonna
bond.
say it's not for
And they
you.
gonna say, "Ma'am, you are Keisha. You're getting the Keisha bond. That's not no. You get. I want the Karen bond." So I've never heard of that, but that just took me by surprise when I saw that today.
Not what about that man who oh, I shouldn't. I'm allow you to finish. I'm sorry.
Who?
Huh?
Who?
Okay, so you remember that man? I'm sorry, you guys. I'm bad with names, but you remember the man who was on Nancy desk?
Nancy Pelosi did?
Yes, and he was
Oh,
took
took a mail. Took a
right.
mail.
You heard that he got house arrest.
What?
Yes, he got house arrest.
Oh no. Are you kidding me?
he, he got house arrest. So let the easy walks go through.
So
Like
okay, let me say this in defense of the FBI. Okay. What this is what I really think is going on, why they're doing this real quick. They need to get them and book them. You know what I'm saying? Right now to just get them down, right? While they round everybody up. The FBI did make a press conference saying that they will be having more serious charges coming later. So you know they have to have more evidence and facts to charge them with that. So
okay.
right now their hands is probably tied with identifying all the people. They said they got over 100,000 tips, so that they're combing and working through. But they're finding people pretty fast. I think so. But I really want them to get the people that killed that man. I want the
I want to
people.
get
I
every
want
single
all of
one of
them.
them. I
All of
want
them.
every
All of
single
them.
one of them. Every single one. I don't care if they was 90 years old. I don't care if they had no limbs on them. I don't care if they was on an oxygen tank. I don't care if they had one leg pointing this way, pointing to the sky. I don't care. They all need to go down.
They do. They really do. So
All
I
of
mean,
them.
and I feel like they need a lesson. I don't care if somebody say, "Oh, I think it should be." I mean, I think they should have more serious charges for certain people. But I think everybody should be charged because this should not be taken lightly to say, oh, you can storm the Capitol where the vice president is at, where the other Congress people are at, and just get a slap on a wrist. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be made an example of. I'm sorry, it's just
Everybody.
serious,
That should
and I
be
get
allowed.
so
That's
sick
a
of.
breach for the
Mhm.
country.
And I'm so sick of Fox News. They have been deflecting like crazy and start now they want to talk about the coronavirus. Fox News, because they don't want to bring up what's going on, the people that's getting arrested. And they also want to say that, oh, the FBI has been talking about this for a while, that I mean, have been seeing people planning certain things for a while. That way, they're highlighting those words so it can sound like that, oh, this been playing, this been playing, and Trump did not incite it that day. No, look at the words as at the what's the dude that has the horns, like the
Yeah.
one organic food.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
His lawyers personally said that he went out there because of Trump. What Trump said to do. Trump told them to go to the Capitol, and Trump said, "I'm going to be right there with you." So if
Yep.
I'm thinking, if I'm drunk for Trump, and I think I'm marching down to the Capitol because he's in the crowd with us, that's giving them more fuel. So it's so stupid.
Yeah, Trump been said that this was gonna come. You know, that incident was gonna come because of way he said it on Twitter. You know, he said it on press conference that, you know, if we don't find these votes, you know, it's gonna be HEL, I mean, hell to pay,
No.
you know.
Hmm. He knew this was going to happen, and he wanted it to happen because he just wants something to go down in history. Now, do you hear that he's trying to get a going away party, a huge going
Girl.
away party, so it could take some of the security away from the inauguration for his party. No, I'm not. I don't put nothing past him. Anybody that loves Putin, anybody that loves the China person, whatever his name, from North Korea, he is. They are. He wants to be a dictator. He really does. Like he just want to be a dictator. But okay, let's go ahead and fly to Frisco. I think it's Fresno or Frisco, Texas. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but I think it's Frisco,
Fresno,
Texas.
yeah, Fresno.
Frisco, Texas. So hold on, let me call out. Have a call come through. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. So from Frisco, Texas, um, the lady named Jenna Ryan. She's a talk show radio host there, and she live streamed herself in the restricted building, and she was arrested for. Let me see what it says. She was present on and engaged in disruptive conduct with the intent to disrupt the session of Congress. So she wants a pardon, and the pardon. Oh yeah, this is the kick. Now this is the cake with her. She's out on bond, and she had the nerve to have the news reporter went there to ask her what her thoughts and how she feels after being let out and about the riot and everything. She said that she wants a pardon and thinks that everybody deserves a pardon from Trump because he the one told them she went out there based on his orders. So
You
what you
think they
think about
gonna
that?
do, girl? If he do that, no.
That'll pin his that'll be perfect for that'll be perfect evidence for his impeachment trial. If he pardoned anybody, that'd be great evidence for the impeachment trial.
But I mean, that if the impeachment trial only, I feel like this. This is what I feel like. It's gonna. He can't run again. He's not gonna be able to have lifetime security. Uh, you know, it's just the benefit. People say is good benefits, but it's really not with the second impeachment.
You said is what?
People say it's good benefits that he will be losing a lifetime security, which I don't believe because
What you
he's still.
mean?
So if he were to be impeached the second time, he's
Hmm.
gonna each president have lifetime special security.
So he won't have that?
He won't have it.
Who said that for real?
Yes, that's one of the second impeachment.
Oh,
Then
wow.
he is not his two he supposed to get a lifetime salary of $200,000 a year. That's not gonna happen. And his flights, I think something about flying or something, he that's not gonna happen. Which, you know, it's good benefits as a regular person. Like I would be scared to lose it, but status like a person like Trump, that's not gonna really affect him like that. You see what I'm saying?
Right, right.
That's why I feel
He
like
got he can pay for his own security, and he's
right.
going. He got more drama he's gonna be facing in Florida, but I don't know. Like Florida, that's a crazy
Florida
place to be.
is basically his favorite state. That's why he moved down there.
Well, he got his place Mar-a-Lago, and according to the terms of Mar-a-Lago, nobody's supposed to be staying there more than 21 days a year. But Trump is staying there. He's about to live there. So it's a country club. So everybody's like, that's not fair that he gets to do that. But he can build a house anywhere. So I don't know. I guess because the Mar-a-Lago is protected, and he knows that any other place that he tries to do probably is an asset that's going to be confiscated or whatever going to go down. I don't know, but he got bigger fish to fry coming up. So I think he's still trying to figure out a way. He's still living in the delusion that he's not going to be, I mean, that he's still going to be president. And that's why he has followers like Jenna Ryan and Jenny Cudd and Jenna Ryan following him. So being with her, back to her, she's like, look, I did it, and I don't think I was even at first. She had the audacity to say at first she don't think she was in the Capitol, but we saw you live stream. She tried to delete stuff, and also there's a picture of her right there. Like, can you see it? Who is circled?
Yes, I can definitely see that.
Where's Waldo? Right there. She's
It's
busted.
right there.
Right there. Right there. So in the hat
They
match.
need to
Look at
get
the hat.
all of them,
Hat
every
match.
single one of them,
Just round them
every
up
single
because
one.
I'm sick of them. But these
Take
two, like,
everything they have for. I hope they get. I hope they go so down to the point they is not able to get a job anymore. Like
no, I mean, I don't want them to not to get a job, but I don't want them to be in a position to spew their hatred onto other people. Like that teacher. Did you hear about that teacher
what about it?
in Florida? The boy recorded her telling the students that it was Antifa, three people from Antifa that started the riot.
Yeah, that's why you
Ma'am,
got to
it
teach
looked
your
like
kids.
300 people out there. But what you
Right.
talking about?
That's why you have to teach your kids the lessons yourself.
Yeah, them kids are smart, and that's what I really think is going on now. Like you have the millennials, you have, people that's
Uh,
not dealing with it.
Generation Z. Like it's
No,
a
you just
different
got they
time to
just over
change.
it. They want
Right.
all
It's
of these
a
people
change.
weeded out. They need to be weeded out for real.
Right.
For real. So I'm just over them and I want them out of here. It's like they spit so much hatred and they keep saying it's going to be socialism and communism and we have the right to bear arms and we have the right to do this and we have the right to do that. You have the right to do everything and I have the right. This is another thing. The people that say I have a right not to put a mask over my face because this is my face and my body, but yet you want to tell people about what they can do with their body when it comes to abortion.
Exactly.
So the hypocrisy. I'm gonna do another video when it talk about the hypocrisy because I want to come with the actual facts to understand the views. Like if you're gonna speak on something, it needs to make sense all across the board. You cannot say I'm anti-abortion, but yet you want people to get killed. You want this to get. You're trying to kill the Congress people. You're trying to kill. You don't care about when black people die from unarmed black people dying from black people. I mean, police officers. You want it's just so many things that they have that these views on that are hypocrisy. Like they spit hypocrisy on everything that they say. So I want to definitely put together a video with actual facts showing where they saying this, but then say this. So they're just so confused. And I wish we could weed all of these people out of there. And now that you hear that the NRA people are filing bankruptcy in New York and they're moving to Texas, it
You're right.
so it's just so
And
crazy.
because they need to be somewhere, you know, they feel like a home, and Texas is a home for them.
Yeah. So okay. So if every redneck and all these people come live moving here with this hatred,
It's
where
already
does
here.
no? I'm talking about like everybody else from across the world. I mean, United States come move to Texas, it's gonna be crazy. They're gonna try to make their own union, and oh, it's just
I
gonna
feel
be
like
crazy.
it's already here. Like you cannot tell me in these little areas of Texas that it's bona fide races. You know,
Well, that's probably what your area. You see, I can believe you'll see it more than I can, because they are more backwooded. They like the land, and they like to just ready to kill somebody. They just ready for something to pop off. They waiting and antsy,
yeah,
so they
yeah.
got nothing else to do but just drink moonshine all day and just ready for something to happen. So they looking for a war. But like Ricky Smiley said, if we had the usher boy from one of these churches, gardens,
Girl, that girl, nobody could have got in that doors.
nobody would have got in them doors.
Nobody could have got in that door. That usher boy, and plus they had them. If they wanted to come in, they had to stand in line and wait till they find a spot.
Wait till so we clear some of these people out of here, and then y'all can come up.
Oh Lord, that usher boy would have them together.
Ushers at church, for people that don't know, we talking about ushers from the black church.
Yes,
They
Black
they,
Church, the
they
best security.
you
You
think
talking
they're
about
men?
security?
They're not even men. They're women.
They women
And if you try to open and come through the
with white
doors
stockings.
and gloves, and if you try to come through them doors while they praying or doing offering, that door will be like it's cement behind
Ooh,
it. Like it's a wall behind it. You
like
would not be able to push it at all. You would be like, what's wrong? And then all of a sudden you look through that little window and they looking at you with them glasses like,
I
wait a minute. I'm like, oh, excuse me. Like, oh, I didn't even see you there. Girl, that happened to me so
they
many
is
times.
not moving that door until that to the pastor say amen. Now come on.
Now come on in and go that way. And
That
then
way, I'll tell
and
you
then
where to
you
sit
trying
at.
to you trying to go somewhere else. My family on this side, no,
No,
that
you
way.
sit right there.
I don't, and the gloves be
No,
popping, the
no,
white be
wait,
popping.
wait, look, make a mistake to sit in a reserved chairs where they have for special guests.
Oh, they gonna come over there and pull you. They about to pull you. You about to get assaulted at the church.
Oh God, Lord, make no mistake.
I remember one time I went in and I went to the. I was trying to go over there to the left to sit by my friends, but the lady knew my family was on that side. She kept telling me, pointing that way, pointing that way. Then she got the audacity to block the whole aisle. I was about to tackle that lady. If you don't get out the way, I just said, forget it, and turned
No,
around.
it take mama, girl. Mama, she. I don't know why she was never on the usher board. She don't care. She'll tell people to move over, let them scoot it.
No, she'll come whisper, move over. I know they could. No, she too nice. She too nice, so that wouldn't happen. She is too nice. She would have been like, hey y'all, can y'all move over because her family coming? They need y'all to scoot on down. And then people would have been like, nah, I want to sit right here. Okay, well let me see what I can do. So yeah, she would have been a failed
I
usher
don't know,
board. They
mama.
would have had a meeting with her and say, you cannot be doing that. We're gonna have to kick you off the usher board. So that wouldn't have worked. She too
I
nice.
don't know.
I don't think
I
she
don't
would.
know. But you had to see mama in action. She like you. She like the time that she coach you. Just get right there.
Yeah, she too nice when it comes to that. But yeah, they do need some ushers for the security. That would be like the top flight security. Ain't nobody coming through. But yeah, I wish they make an example out of this because yeah, Antifa did. I mean, I don't even know who the hell Antifa is. Like, I'm so sick of hearing it. Like,
At the
who
end
are
of
the
the
people
day,
in the Antifa? Who are they?
girl, I
I'm
just
so
feel
sick
like
of people saying anything that's black.
I
Oh,
think
Antifa is BLM. People could just be out there marching
oh, that's
for a right.
BLM.
They could be BLM. Oh, we just black people marching down the street. Oh, I think that's BLM people. What? This is
Right.
crazy. And I feel like Trump represents the sickness that's been in this country, and he highlighted it. Like, you know how they say your body, you have chicken pox already in you and all that, like,
Right.
certain viruses already
Viruses,
in you,
right.
and they're just waiting to flare up. Really, that's what Trump represents. He flared up whatever virus was in this country, and if he would have got, just imagine if he would have got another 4 years.
Oh yeah, that would been that there. We have been miserable, and they starting already with calling out Biden packet plan. He was saying that we'll get extra 1,400 plus minimum wage going to be $15 an hour,
Hmm.
and people already complaining, and it's just like here go the look, the people I'm talking about. So
Because they're saying
uh,
that small businesses are not getting the support um with the coronavirus. So why give make minimum wage $15 when they don't have the money to even pay them yet?
my thing, no, but my thing is like this, just like they tell us, if you can't afford it, don't do it. So I feel like you want people who work minimum wage. You're okay for them not having enough money to pay for rent. You're okay for them to be living in a shack as long as you get big.
Yep.
That's what these people, they don't understand. These people, and they so stupid. They look at it in one way. If a person that making $15 an hour working at McDonald's, they not gonna be getting food stamps. What food stamps? They're not gonna qualify, which is good because now they have a chance to grow,
Right,
save money.
without the crutch of the government system.
Exactly. Thank you. But they don't look at it like that.
But also the money that you won't have coming out of the food stamp part could be allocated to help the parents with daycare.
Yes, and
You know
that's
what I'm
what
saying?
that right with daycare, and that's a good thing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a good thing, and it's just like, but they so look at it. Oh, $15. I've never seen people, and quoted that man. I say I never seen a person that's brag about being a Christian, but not very Christian. Like you mad?
Because no, it's a bigger picture. They don't want people, you got to look at it. If you start giving people decent salaries, now they can afford to move where we are. You see what I'm saying? Like, this is way they're thinking. I don't want them over here or anywhere near our area infiltrating our good schools with their kids, their kind. So you give them which we know $15 is, not that much.
It's
But
not
I'm
that
just saying
much.
but I'm just saying it's gonna create a a footstool. You know what I'm saying?
And it should. Everybody should have a chance.
I agree, but I'm just telling you how they think.
Right. They don't matter what they at the end of the day, they're gonna always think negative because that's who they are. That's how they grow up. They only think negative. Of they don't want nobody to be in their lane, close come near them. Even people around here look at me, get out of my car or whatever, and they just looking like one girl yesterday. And mind you, people of YouTube, I stay in a decent neighborhood where apartment complex. And this girl waited until I got out of the car with Lariat in order for her to back out her car because she didn't want me to move or whatever like that. Mind you,
Mhm.
she did something like this again.
Wait,
Like,
wait. I'm not understanding what she did.
okay, so there's particular young lady in this apartment complex,
Hmm.
and she white or whatever. She was surprised that she saw me one before. I mean, coming out of my apartment with Larry, yeah, and she was like shocked to see me. You see,
Hmm.
like,
Hmm.
and so that was, I didn't worry about it. I didn't, brush it off or whatever. So now it's last night. Me and Larry, I was pulling up to the car. I mean, to the apartment complex, and she got in her car, and I was like, okay, I could park closer when she moved. She waited until I got out the car in order for her to move. And
What?
I waited 10 minutes in my car
So
waiting for her to move.
and that's called people that's boiling with intent. Like they're waiting for something. They just like picking with you because they feel like they have the right and they're gonna be getting away with that. It's called Karen syndrome. It's a syndrome that runs in the vein of certain women in this country that they feel like they just have the right to be the victim. Now, don't get me wrong, they have some great white people, just like they have some great black people. They
Right,
have some great,
right,
every ethnic group.
right.
I look at the character traits. I do
Yes,
not look at the of that
of
person. I
that
never.
person, right,
I'm cautious because I'm
right,
statistically. I'm stereotypically um um inclined to think that way. Like we all are. That's just something we all are. We come with like we can have a certain type of friend, but then we in the back of our mind, oh well, she's white, or and because we know some white people have played the victim and got some black people killed in this country and lost their jobs, you be cautious. You move cautiously because you can't. You gotta be like, is she gonna rat me out or whatever? Like I really like this woman, but is she gonna do this? Is she gonna do that? So it makes you cautious of that person based off of what their ethnic group. Do you want to be that way? No. How can we not think that way is by being around others and trusting others that's not like us. But it has to be like that on both sides. We
right.
all have to be able to learn from one another because we all have cultural differences. We That's
Very,
just something
very,
we have. So we have
very.
to learn it,
Mhm.
accept it, and just be different, but be okay with being different.
Right.
Because
That's
they got
crazy.
some black people I don't want to be around because of their character traits, not
They
because of their
character
color.
exactly,
So it's
exactly.
just that's what and people be. I'm so sick of Christian people saying that. Well, the Christian people, Republicans that I see with so much hatred. They got some hatred in their heart. And they be
Yep.
like, we came out here for effing God. They be like, curse. I'm like, oh my God, do God say you can curse like this?
Yeah.
Like, it's just
But
horrible.
you have to realize most of the masters was Christians too. And mind you, I'm a Christian as well, but that's why God said you have to read the Bible for yourself. Have the Bible learn because you can interpret it anything. You see what I'm saying? To go
Right.
into
Just like they
your
said
way, and that's
it
what
was
they do.
justified to have slaves. They said the Bible said it was okay to have slaves. So it's in the Bible, but it's just certain things like you have to interpret it. Like they really try to justify every little thing that go their way. And it's crazy. Like, oh, you cannot kill children and save our children, but then you're okay with keeping children in cages on a border.
Exactly.
It is just so stupid. Like, I don't get these people. But yeah. Well, guys, as we capture and round up more Karens and Kevins, we'll be posting them and talking about them. But we just had to do this vent session today to get this off our chest because it's crazy. It's crazy how they're out on bond and for doing something with the Capitol.
Yeah,
So,
they was just showing a protester from Black Lives Matter for in Ferguson. He did
yep.
got 8 years. So like I said, if these
Yeah, let me see what Stefan said. No, C. Penn one said the FBI should be putting these people on a terrorist watch list like they would for any scumbag who gets radicalized and frequents ISIS type extremist websites. Exactly. I agree. I agree.
yeah, that's
I
true.
agree. Yep. I didn't even see somebody was on here. I was talking, yapping. But I agree. They do. And you know what? Somebody need to come out with like an app and have all of them just join the app. Like if you are extreme right and you're extreme Republican, that you're willing to die, you're a patriot that you're willing to die and kill.
They
I
do
want you
have
to.
that.
Well, we need that app so I can see where they are, so they
Let
won't
me
be
tell
nowhere
you,
near
they
me.
got TikTok. I tell you, when I tell you I love TikTok, TikTok is so good. TikTok, basically the lady who was the realtor, TikTok was the one that broke it down. Where she at? This how this all that. They even have pages on TikTok where they point out a man was fully clothed, girl, fully clothed, has zip ties. They broke his picture all the way down to his mother profile or something and caught the person who was standing, I mean, who was had all cover up in a bodysuit in a White House with zip ties. So it's out there. They even have warning signs on TikTok where they plan on something for the inauguration as well.
Oh yeah, yeah, I saw
So
that.
yeah, so they saying what they giving us codes if a person have this or that. It's very that's why I be on TikTok because it's a lot of stuff of information they putting out there.
Yep, it's crazy, but oh y'all, well, we'll be here as soon as something else get us all boiled up, and instead of us going storm the Capitol, we're just gonna vent here on YouTube. How about that?
Exactly. Exactly. Exactly.
All
But
right, well,
mhm.
make sure that you guys like and subscribe and comment below if you have anything to say. We will be having, once we get this under control, like I'm learning still how to control all this. We'll definitely include more people on our channel because I like to talk about it, and I know Jazzy do too. And we want to hear from everybody, and people want to blow off steam. So y'all can join my vent session. Just let me
Yeah.
know. Let me know. We'll
Yes,
put you on
yes,
so
this is
you can vent.
exciting.
Get it out. Get it out. Gotta let it out.
We do. We do.
All right, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.